What's going on, my people? It's your boy Mario, aka DJ Rebelations, and I'm bringing you a new episode of Rebelations Reacts. Thank you so much to every single one of you who continuously come back to the channel to check out the videos. Truly appreciate you. You make making these videos worth it. Even if I get to one person, if I can get you thinking, seeing a different perspective, then I achieve my goal with the channel. The whole purpose why I make these videos is to help you awaken your inner rebel, right? So that is the brand slogan over here at Rebelations Podcast, Rebelations Reacts. The channel is Rebelations Podcast. I do podcast episodes as well, so stay tuned for those that are coming now in this new year of 2025. So the last videos that I made, or I should say the first videos that I made for 2025, were about the California wildfires and also a video about Bad Bunny potentially, maybe he's almost on his way out of the music business, maybe about to give his life and devote it to God. Who knows? I want you to check out those videos. They're going to be down there in the description box. And while you are there, please hit the subscribe button. Would truly appreciate it. Everything counts, when it comes to this YouTube game. Please like the video, drop a comment if you liked the video, what you thought of this video. What do you think about the topic that I'm about to share with you guys, okay? What is the topic today? We are talking about an adult film. Well, I wouldn't say film because she doesn't really do films like that, but an adult entertainer called Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue has been in the news lately for, depending on who you ask, the right or the wrong reasons. I think a person with morals would think it's for the wrong reasons.
Did you get a spanking, parents?
No, my parents don't give a fuck, bro.
Oh,
but she's been making a wave in the news cycle because she set a record or broke a record of sleeping with the most men.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Yep. People actually try to break certain records. The last record that was held was by somebody called, I think, Liza Sparks. And she slept with like 917 men around there. But somebody's like,
hold my drink, bitch.
I'm going to up one or maybe a few hundred more. And that's exactly what happened over here with Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue is somebody that I believe is 25, maybe, not even. And she has slept with who knows how many men. She does the OF content. I don't want to say the word because it might get flagged over here on YouTube. But she's an OF star. And she's been making the rounds. I believe she's from the UK. She's British. And she's just been on a run, to say the least. But I want y'all to just get an idea of who she is. So I'm going to share a few clips. And we can move on to the discussion, I guess, about what has been going on in the last few weeks. Okay, check it out.
I don't need a wheelchair. I am fine. Just feels like I've had a heavy day in the bedroom, which is exactly what I've had.
Bonnie Blue has broken a record. The OnlyFans model reveals that she slept with 1,057 men in 12 hours.
1,057 men in 12 hours, people. And I believe the math comes up to like 47 seconds each person.
Breaking the record held by adult film star Liza Sparks, who in 2004 slept with 919 men in one day.
Okay, I was close. I said 917. This lady, 919.
Bonnie posted the video to her Instagram January 12th alongside the caption, "Over 1,000 men in a day. Thank you to all the barely legal, barely breathing, and the husbands." In the video accompanying her post, Bonnie shares how she was feeling after finishing the feat, noting she was actually doing fine.
About 1,000 men's inside of you today.
Yeah.
What hurts more, your mouth or your...
Probably done that a little bit. I don't need a wheelchair. I am fine. Just feels like I've had a heavy day in the bedroom, which is exactly what I've had. I think if it had continued how it did for the first sort of 3-4 hours, I would have struggled.
Let's get a round of applause in the room, people.
Can you imagine thinking that deserves a round of applause? Look, I'm going there. Yes, I'm shaming that line of work. It's not normal, okay? I know it's one of the oldest jobs that have existed since forever, since Jesus' days or before Jesus' days. Of the selling of one's body, but geez, these people, there's a whole community out there in the world that applauds this behavior.
There we go.
In another video on TikTok, the 25-year-old gives a breakdown of what the day had looked like for her.
The big 1000 was completely dumb. So it started off, I'll give you a bit of an overview, gangbangs after gangbangs to start with. It was just like, the room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. I wanted to give people more time, so then it went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that.
And while her initial goal was 1,000 men, Bonnie actually slept with 1,057, meaning she spent an average of less than 1 minute per man. Her PR team said in a statement to the Sun's Fabulous Online, as she hit 1,000, there were still 57 left in the queue, who Bonnie wanted to pleasure before ending the 12-hour day. And while
What the heck, people? Can you imagine? It's like, you know what? I feel bad for those guys that have been waiting. There's some time left. Let's go and service them. It's the least I could do.
many might not agree with Bonnie's chosen line of work,
You
she
got
has
that
no
right.
regrets about making the move to OnlyFans. She told GB News in December, "I just wanted a better life. I used to work an office job 9 to 5, sit in rush hour, get given 20 days annual leave, and for a while I'd accepted that."
Okay, can you imagine shaming or feeling that a 9 to 5, yeah, it gets boring, it's redundant, it's routine, it's just the way life is, in our current society, right? You go to work, you wake up, you go to work, you sit in traffic, this is that. But to think that this was the route to go, wow. And I don't know if y'all notice, maybe it's just me. I've grown up around a lot of people that have gone through a lot of ish and a lot of dark things that have happened to them. I've known criminals, I've known people that have taken people's lives, and there's something about them, something off in their eyes that you can see after. It's like a part of them is missing. And I can't help but look at this young lady's eyes and feel and see emptiness, right? I see an emptiness, even though she thinks and she feels like she's being fulfilled, finds this fulfilling work. The eyes don't lie, chica. The eyes don't lie. And I just feel like there's an emptiness in there. I don't know if y'all see it.
But she found herself reflecting on her life and was worried she would regret not having done something more. "I started off camming online, just interacting with men over a webcam, and I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed pleasuring them. I enjoyed having pleasure myself as well. So then it quickly escalated to OnlyFans."
All right, so you see that, right? You see that. It's kind of heartbreaking, to be honest. It's kind of heartbreaking. 1,057 men in 12 hours. Like, what the heck? What the heck? People, do you find that normal? Please let me know in the comments. Like, what do you think? Do you think that this is something that should be celebrated? Do you think this is a normal way to escape reality, escape boredom? 1,000 men. 1,000 men. And I remember when I first heard about this young lady, it was on a different podcast, and I couldn't find the clip, but she had slept with like 100 men or something. And there was something about her, like she started crying after the fact, like she just estaba temblando, like she was shaking. Like there was just so much. She gave herself to like so many people at once, but then she shook it off. And I feel like that was when she officially sold her soul, after doing that. And then it's like, that's the thing about the human flesh. I'm sorry to get all churchy with y'all, but that's the thing about human nature, is that once you get something that, especially if it's something that's not good for you, you need more and more and more and more of it, right? You need so much more of it. You just never, your thirst is never quenched. You're never satisfied. Apparently she was married. She got married like when she was like 22 or something. And her husband at the time was actually okay with her making this kind of content. But I think things got out of hand. Maybe he stopped thinking like, whoa. Like, she probably started sharing herself around a lot more. And in another clip that I saw of her, she was saying that her job, like sleeping around, she's doing marriages a favor, because husbands are most likely telling their wives they're not satisfied and the wives aren't listening. She is there to please the man. It's only a physical transaction. The man is still going to go back to his family. He doesn't want to leave his family. He doesn't want to leave the kids. He loves that life, but he wants to be serviced, in the way that he wants. And she said that is what she's there for. Pretty weird, right? One thing that really I found alarming was the fact that she says that she likes the barely legals. She likes barely legal men. So basically almost 18. Or barely 18, sorry, barely 18. She likes those ones. And I find it so alarming that she feels this way. Like, what the heck, Bonnie? What the heck? I'm going to show you guys another clip of her. It's like little skits that she does asking men would they want 2 minutes with her, what they would do and stuff like that. So just, it's very weird, but check this out.
You okay? Who's going first then?
Me.
You're going first? Or are you going to be selfish and do 2 minutes?
Selfish.
You're selfish? Yeah. And what would you do to me in 2 minutes? Tell me.
Destroy you.
Are you going to destroy me? I think we should put it to the test. Did you manage to destroy me though in those 2 minutes?
Not in the 2 minutes, but if I had longer with you, you get destroyed.
Exactly. He's going to come back and go again. You okay?
Like, what the heck? The fact that there's people like that are out there that are willing to be on camera for this type of content, for these 15, 30 seconds that you're going to be on camera. For what? What are you going to be known for? For boinking a chick that everybody has had. I don't know. I've always been the type of person that I don't want the one that's been ran through. I'm sorry. I don't like what? How are people comfortable with this? You know, like it's saddening, you know. And there's a few other clips of her doing that, going up to guys and asking them, you know, 2 minutes with me and stuff like that. And it's just horrific. It's what a horrific line of work, you know. But the disturbing thing for me is the fact that she likes the barely legals. She likes the boys who she can take their virginity from. Like, if that's not a Jezebel spirit, people, I have no idea what that is. And if you don't know what a Jezebel spirit is, Google search what a Jezebel spirit is. And she likes the barely legals, which is very questionable, because this kind of leads me to think that she's most likely probably slept with minors, right? Because she probably gets a thrill out of that. I've taken V cards from the young boys, right? So something happened recently where she went into a Five Guys restaurant, and something happened with the guy behind the cash register that I don't think she expected would happen. So check this out.
I just wondered, I can't see it on the menu, but where do I get the Five Guys from? The Five Guys. I didn't know if it was like a special room or you can take me out back.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, we don't. Yeah.
You not got Five Guys for me?
No.
Well,
Okay, so, you know, she's basically saying something inappropriate, right? But the guy's not it's not registering yet, you know, what's happening. Like, he sees this pretty girl walk up to him and she's asking for the Five Guys, and he's like, what? You know, and so.
well, you're one of them, and I can see 4 others in the back.
Are you being serious?
I'm being serious.
No, I don't think that's happening.
What about after your shift? I mean,
yeah.
I'd want to give you, you know, a good rating.
I'm a Christian man and I'm with saving myself marriage.
What? Yo, in this day and age, even when I was growing up, that was not a common answer. I'm a Christian man and I'm waiting until marriage. Like, sometimes you don't even need to be religious, you know, but just to want to save yourself for the one. In this day and age where sex is everything in every marketing strategy, almost, you know, like sex or even innuendos or things with double meaning, like sex is just everywhere. And the fact that this young man gave that answer, bravo to you, bro. Bravo.
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, if there's no Five Guys, I'll have to come back tomorrow. What time do you finish?
I'm not actually not sure what time I'm finishing today.
All right, meet you back here in a few hours.
I think I'm going to go straight home.
I'll join you.
That's okay.
Thank you. See you later.
Like, what? Bro, congratulations. The young man is clearly on another level. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that this dude's social media has gone viral because, well, women, you know, nowadays, like, girls don't really know I mean, I remember my high school days, right? Everybody was having sex. Like, everybody was having sex. And I can just imagine how much more nowadays with the way that all content is just in your face all the time on your phone. I didn't have that in high school, you know? I'm going to share something with you guys. Some tweets from the young man, from the young lad. It's from the Daily Mail. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to find this right now real quick. Because it was interesting. Okay, so from the Daily Mail, right? The young man, this is on his X or Twitter account, right? And his Twitter said, Bonnie Blue recording me at work was not on my bingo card for this year, but here we are, I guess. And I mean, everybody would imagine, you know, like, oh, the kid's gonna go for it. But it was such a shock that out of all people, God took her to a man of God. You know, I could only imagine how I'm a spiritual person. I believe in spirituality. I'm a Christian, and I totally believe in the spiritual realm. And I could only imagine what spirits in her and around her were like taken aback, you know, with this young man's answer, right? So where is it? So he's like, real talk though, I'm actually okay. I thought it was funny at first, but in hindsight, she never asked for my age, never asked my consent to post, and persisted after several times of me saying no. This could have gone completely wrong if she did this to someone else, but alas. And women are loving it, you know, they love his answer, legendary response from a young lad. Imagine being hour 6 into your 10-hour shift and Bonnie Blue just walks in. I genuinely would just walk out. And somebody else made a very good point. You know, you could have got someone fired if they played along with it. Guy's just working hard for his future, right? So a lot of people will think, oh, that was really hot. Like, who wouldn't go for that? But you got to be some real degenerate to just go for something like that. Somebody just comes up to you like that and just says, hey, like, let's go to the back room. Like, if you're willing to do that, like, really? Like, you see yourself, you devalue yourself so much that you would just take like a rando, right? I don't know about y'all guys, but the look in her eyes, something's missing there. Something's definitely off with this lady. And it is very true. Can you imagine if the tables were turned and a guy went to a girl at a restaurant and did that and said that? Oof, dude will be canceled. Got to get chased down the block, disowned by his family. Like, what the heck? Yeah, it's super weird, you know. And that's why I'm saying she didn't even ask him for his age. She's just like, yo, you down? I want your boys too. Like, whoa, what kind of spirit is that, folks? What kind of level of lust is that? On the more entertaining side of what happened on the day that she did her 1,000 men challenge, there's some footage that surfaced on the internet. And apparently a dude that was waiting in line in his queue for his shot or his turn, his mother showed up. Somebody snitched on the dude and his mother showed up. Check this out.
Put your clothes on and come. Otherwise I'll get the police to come for you. Put on your clothes.
All right, you hear that heavy Caribbean accent? Yo, this lady was gonna thump this boy if he didn't leave.
No, and come out. Come out of here, no. Put on your coat and shoes and come. They call the police, you know.
He's coming. He's lost his coat.
Where's your coat? Where's your coat? Find your coat.
Don't shout, please.
It's unacceptable to me. If you get them more annoyed.
He's coming now.
Otherwise, we'll get the police to come for him. You know I don't have to call police already. Where is he?
He's just getting changed. He's coming out.
That's kind of on him.
I wouldn't have come. Joseph, where's your coat?
I didn't know if you knew, but someone's mum actually turned up to get their
son.
Oh my God,
I know.
I've got it on record as well.
Yeah, I
so
watched the video. His mom literally got his hat, scarf on and everything afterwards.
To get him out, and he was outside. Funny enough, we went for a dinner, midway dinner to Nando's, and his mum was outside trying to drag him out. And again, he was like, "I'm 19, I can do what I want. I've signed the consent form." So
exactly, whether you're barely legal or barely breathing, you're welcome to come.
And that was absolutely amazing. Shout out to that mom for protecting her baby. You know, even though he's not a baby, but, you know, I think he was like a 19-year-old dude. The fact that it was his mother that came to get him and not his father. I'm not assuming things, you know, but if the fact that it was his mother, you know, like, it says a lot. It screams a lot. The fact that he was definitely raised by a sensible woman. So I'm just thinking, why would you want to objectify somebody like that? Or objectify yourself? Me personally, would I do something like that? I've never been in a position where, there was somebody that had a line of people waiting. But I have been in the position where somebody was partaking in the act, with a young lady that was in the home. But then the young lady wanted a turn with me after. And I just found that absolutely repulsive. It's like, ew, like, not the girl, but it's just the fact that somebody else was already like with you, and you didn't even shower, or even if she had showered, like my friend, I don't know. I'm not that kind of person, that shares around, has ever shared around females like that, so I have been in a position where, I could have had my turn, but it's just not me. And I think people with sense, with morals would feel the same way, right? I'm just wondering, like, what has this young lady gone through in her life? Because I don't think it's just boredom that got her to that point where she wanted to do something like this. There has to be something deeply rooted here. The worst part of all of this is that her parents are supportive of what she's doing, right? I couldn't find it. Again, my bad, before making this video. You can go look for it yourselves. But there's interviews with her mother with her, supporting her. She helps her with her finances. She's a part of the brand. What the heck, people? And it just makes me wonder, like, okay, we expect parents to hold a standard of morals, but what if her mother was just like her when she was growing up? Because that's a top behavior. What if the parents groomed her to one day be able to make money off of her like this, right? What if the parents are deranged? You have to be deranged to support your kid doing this. I remember coming across a story about a former pastor, whose daughter made millions on OF. And when she was wanting to walk away because she gave her life to Christ, what did her dad do? Her former pastor father told her to just stay in the business for a little bit longer, make a little bit more money, and then get out. What the heck, people? It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to know that that this is happening in our world still. There's a podcast that I actually highly recommend. It's called the Whatever Podcast, if I'm not mistaken. And they do a lot of interviews with a lot of adult content creators. And just going into their minds, like hearing what's in their mind. There's not a whole lot going on in there, There's a lot of brokenness is what I get from these people. Male and females. Because I think men that are in this business as well are just as broken. I believe in spiritual ties. I believe in soul ties. I believe that when you sleep with someone, you exchange what the other person is carrying spiritually and emotionally. I'm a firm believer of that. If you're messing around with somebody that probably has a history of drug addiction, depression, unaliving thoughts, like, I feel like those things will transfer over to you, right? Sex is not just something that you just throw around. The media and our social world, the Western life is, just do whatever you want, right? Aleister Crowley is the leader of pop culture. Aleister Crowley's main slogan is "Do what thou wilt." And if you don't know who Aleister Crowley is, you will hear that name come up a lot on this channel. So please do some research on who Aleister Crowley was, because, dude, it's messed up where we are. And I think we have come full circle with the degeneracy in our society with what Bonnie Blue's been doing. And she has a homegirl who's trying to break her record now. I don't know what to say, people. I don't know what to say, but hug your kids. Be there for your kids. Please don't abandon your kids, especially your daughters. Fathers, please be there for your daughters. Be there for your sons so that they don't think that you can treat women like this, because this is very sad. It's very shameful. Bonnie Blue, I really hope that you come to your senses one day and you realize that this ain't it. I hope you're not trying to have kids one day. Please don't have kids. Please don't have kids. Because I cannot imagine what kids of adult artists, adult actors, adult film actors go through in school, with kids teasing them about what their parents do for a living. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you all with that. What do you think of what Bonnie's doing? Is it okay? It's her body, her rules, her whatever, right? My body, my choice. But somebody's got to say something, man. Like, we need to have a standard, folks. Like, that's a level of degeneracy that I never wish on anyone. I hope that she finds healing one day from whatever it is that led her to get into this world. And I really hope she hasn't harmed any minors. And if she has, I hope she gets caught and persecuted. But for the most part, I really hope she finds healing. So it's your boy Mario, DJ Rebelations. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video, hoping that you awaken your inner rebel. Peace.